Kansas City. This is the Jordan Henderson Show, and right now I'm doing a series for ambitious young black men. And here today I have Antonio Adgers, and I chose him simply because I feel like he's ambitious and he has a lot of goals and things going for himself. So, Antonio, just tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm Antonio Adgers. I'm 21 years old, currently a senior at Baker University studying mass communications, specifically sports broadcasting, and I'd like to have a career in the sports broadcasting field, whether it's a sports information director for a university or play-by-play for a professional team or something of the sort, just anything that has to do with sports.
So do you have any experience with sports?
I have plenty. Since I've been in college, I've had plenty of opportunities to do play-by-play for our basketball games and our football games, and I've wrote feature stories for the school newspaper. I was also on the newspaper staff in high school. I went to Center High School. I've interned with the sports information director at my school as well, so I've pretty much gotten my hands dirty pretty much with everything.
Okay, so this coming year you're going to be a senior, so what are you going to be doing during the year?
This coming year I will be very, very close with Tom Hedrick, who is a veteran in the sports broadcasting field. He's also a Baker alum. I will have a workshop as a tutor in one of his sports broadcasting classes, while at the same time being under his wing, going to games with him, broadcasting alongside him, spotting for him for football games and basketball games and things like that. I will also be the sports editor of the Baker Orange, which is our school newspaper as well. So I'll be involved in a lot of things.
Wow, so I know that you have mentioned that you were intramural coordinator at your school. Do you feel like that contributes to any type of experience with sports?
It definitely does, and it's kind of a two-edged sword, because on one end I'm dealing with sports in that I'm making sure every game is being run and the rules are being followed. I'm in charge of the referees and everything, and at the same time I'm getting managerial experience as well, so that if I end up being an executive producer for a television cast, or if I want to be a chief editor at a newspaper, I'm getting experience where I have employees up under me that I can, direct them and make sure everything's working itself out.
Well, it looks like you have everything lined up and planned. So one thing I wanted to ask you is, what is your top goal? Like, where do you want to go and you want your life to just end up for the rest of your life?
Well, I have two main things that I would really I would be content with myself. I would wake up with a smile on my face every single day if this became my occupation. One would be play-by-play broadcaster for the Kansas City Chiefs. It's my favorite football team of all time. So if I could get a play-by-play job for them, I would just be content. Or if I could work for ESPN, whether I'd be an anchor for Sports Center or any other show that they have. I love the show ESPN First Take. It's my favorite show on ESPN. I would love to do a show like that where I just debate about sports all day, because I love to do things like that.
Wow. Okay, so like, what if another NFL team wanted you to do play-by-play for them, like the Chargers maybe? Would you still take it?
I would definitely still take the job, because I love doing play-by-play. It's so much fun. It's like you contribute to the excitement, whether it's a viewer or a listener on the radio. You contribute to the experience they have watching the game or listening to the game. So it's so much fun, and I would love to do it every day. It's just that, if I couldn't do it for the Chiefs, it would just, take it down a little bit. But I would still be happy.
Okay, so since you have all these goals and dreams, who is your biggest support system?
My support system is three main women in my life that have been here for a long time. My mother, my sister, and my girlfriend. All three of them have always had my back in everything I've wanted to do, and my sister and my mom especially been there since obviously the beginning of time. So they've always been there for me. And my girlfriend, she's been there for 3 years, hoping for many more to come, and she's always had my back as well.
Well, that is just so sweet. What a love story. So another thing I wanted to ask you is, do you feel like you could be a role model to younger kids? And how would you, what advice would you give them to get where you are today?
I definitely do believe that I could be a role model for younger kids because they could look to me and see somebody that's breaking the stereotype that, you know, I'm 21 years old right now, but hopefully I make it past 21. I get to where I'm doing something that's following my dreams, and you know, I don't have to become a product of my environment. You know, you can make it out. You can do things that society tells you that you can't.
Right. Okay, so since we're on the subject about the whole stereotype with African American men not being successful, how do you feel about the whole Mike Brown situation? I really want to know your views on that.
I believe that whole situation is really devastating because that's a young man who also came from an environment where he wasn't supposed to make it, and he was on his way to college and everything, but it was cut short because of police brutality and them taking advantage of their positions and thinking they're above the law so they could just do whatever they want. And you know, you took away a young man's future. You know, who knows what he could have been. Right. And we'll never know now because it was cut short. So it's really devastating, and it really hurts my heart to know that is the situation that he was in.
Well, thank you for your views on that, and also just coming here today to talk about your ambitions and your goals, and also just showing that there are young men out here that can be successful and they can get where they want to be as long as they put their mind to it, have a great support system, and also just doing what they have to do to get where they want to be. So thank you for coming today. Okay. And this is the Jordan Henderson Show, and once again, this is Antonio Adgers. He's a senior at Baker University, and thank you for coming.
Thank you.
What's up, Kansas City? I'm Brianna Garlington.
I'm Charles Williams.
And I'm Derek Parker.
And we are CMG. And we would like to welcome you to follow both websites. That's whatsupkansascity.net and cascadesports.tv.
Some of our programs consist of Are You Awoke?, Coach's Corner, and many more interviews, news, and blogs.
Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow us on Instagram at Cascade Media Group and Twitter at What's Up KC and Cascade Sports.
And remember, the victory we call success
goes to the best prepared.
And when you invest in your community,
you are really just investing in yourself.
So don't just like it, share it.